So Skyborn Might in the game is showcased several ways. I'm going to go over how they're shown, and I'm also going to go over how you can get more Skyborn Might, because Skyborn Might is extremely important in this game. It's how you cast spells, it's how you use your weapon abilities and things of that nature. It's extremely important. So if you look at the bottom left corner of your screen, you're going to see a silhouette of our player character that's in red right now, but then you also see these feathers. Now, if you're a brand new player or you haven't bought the game yet, you're going to have just one feather. You can get more, and I'm going to go over how you get more in just a little bit. But just know that those feathers are your indicator of how much Skyborn Might that you're able to acquire. Another way to read this is if you look closely at the bottom left part of your screen next to the silhouette, you're going to see these blue diamonds. It's going to be next to your spell, and it's also next to your weapon as well, depending on the ability. Some have 1 diamond, some have 2, and some will even have 3, 4, and even 5 in some cases. If you click on the menu here, here's another shot of the blue diamonds of this weapon here, and then here's one for this weapon right here. Off to the right, you're going to see Phantom Flurry will cost 2 Skyborn Might to use, and then Flickering Blade is just 1 Skyborn Might. These are just some examples. If I tab over to the equipment menu, here's some spells, and you're going to see the spells also require Skyborn Might. You'll see right there on the right-hand side of the screen where it says Burning Flames, and it says requires Skyborn Might. This example is 3. Now, the question begs is, how do you get more Skyborn Might? Well, I'm going to show you. First, you're going to go up to the worship shrine, or the checkpoints in this game. You're going to open up what they call the impetus repository, or also known as our skill tree. And if you look at the skill tree, you're going to pan out. You're going to see all of this stuff. Everything to the top, to the right, to the bottom, it's all weapon-based skill trees. But in my humble opinion, the most important part of the tree, at least for me, was to the left. And when you go left, you're going to find something called Skyborn Call. And if you look right here, it says Skyborn Call Tier 1. And it even says what it's going to give you. It tells you it's going to increase the maximum stacks of Skyborn Might by 2. So if you keep going down the list here, check this out. You'll eventually run into another one, Skyborn Call Tier 2, and then here we have Skyborn Call Tier 3. This is the last one that I found on the tree. There could be more, I don't know, because I am still playing the game as of this video. Now, there are ways that you can generate Skyborn Might a little bit faster. Let me show you. Here's an example right here on this side of the tree. By the way, I'm going to pan out. And this side of the tree is the one-handed sword area of the tree. When you zoom in, there's something called Ascending Wrath. And on the right side, it's panning up, telling us when you have a certain amount of madness, when you have the final attack of a one-handed sword, it'll grant you Skyborn Might. There's even certain nodes on the tree that says it'll automatically generate Skyborn Might for you. Here's a weapon right here called Astral Blade. And when I hit the triangle button or the Y button, depending on the controller that you're using, it's going to come up with a weapon skill called Awakening Seal. And in here, it says grant stacks of something called Biding Time. Now, you can get Biding Time in other ways, not just with this weapon, but I'm showing this one example in this video. And what Biding Time does is it will accelerate the regeneration of Skyborn Might. Like, basically, you're gaining Skyborn Might over time. Another example is this one right here, where it says Swift Warrior. The 4th attack of a Dual Blades Light Attack combo grants 1 stack of Skyborn Might if it hits an enemy. I mean, these are littered throughout the whole skill tree, even on other weapons, not just dual blades. Like right here, it says Mighty Combination. The 6th attack of Dual Blades Light Attack combo grants 1 stack. Another way that you can get Skyborn Might is simply by playing the game, and you're going to come across these blue flowers. If you simply just walk over one of these flowers, you're going to see an animation happen where a blue light will float up into the air and then go towards you, and that is actually a Skyborn Might that you're acquiring.